Hi, welcome to High Growth with HTDC. I'm your host, Cindi Matsuki. This is where we talk about all things tech, entrepreneurship, innovation, and manufacturing. We are on ThinkTech Hawaii, and there's a lot of awesome things going on in Hawaii. And one of them is a startup company in a fast-growing field. I have Rory Loughran and JP Candelier, co-founders of Care Quarters. And JP is coming to us from LA, so we're going to be Skyping in with him. Thank you guys for joining us today.
Thanks for having us.
Thanks for having us, yeah.
Yeah, it's good to have you guys. So I wanted to ask, to let everybody know, what is Care Quarters and how new is it? It's pretty new.
Yeah, it's very new. It's basically an online search engine for long-term care for seniors. So we're matching people who are searching for a facility with the facilities that are looking for those people. And there's really, it can be a pretty complex issue, you know, because there's lots of different factors that determine whether someone's a match or not.
And why did you start it?
Good question, yeah. So my family business is running long-term care facilities. We have 3 care homes here in Honolulu and also a skilled nursing facility here. And my wife handles the admissions, at least on the care home side, she handles them there. And I often hear her taking the calls, and it's like the same conversation over and over again with different people.
With each call.
Yeah.
Just a screen?
Yeah, kind of a subset of questions, but you know, along with some of the general screening questions that would determine if someone's a match, you can't, when you're talking with someone, you're talking to a family, you don't really want to get right down to business like that, right? You know, because it's a very sensitive time in their life. And so these calls can be time consuming sometimes, you know, you're talking to the person, finding out what's going on, and you know, along with all the screening issues you have to go through, you're getting the full story. And oftentimes there's either not a match, or you know, we don't have any room in our facility, and that person has to hang up the phone and call the next place on the list.
And go through the whole thing again.
Right, go through the whole thing again with the next facility. And so it's just really not an efficient process, especially in a time in their lives when, you know, they've got enough stress that they're trying to deal with, so.
Wow, so it sounds like a solution for both sides, the facility and the person looking for the care.
It really is, because you know, we're sending the facilities more screened applicants, if you will, you know,
so it's more efficient.
Qualified leads, and at the same time, the public or whoever you have are going directly to what they need. And you know, I mean, there's always going to be cases where it still is not a match, but as the technology progresses, we'll kind of dig a little deeper, and it'll get better and refined and tuned. But we have a starting point right now.
That's great. When did you guys launch?
So we launched a beta product back in March. Great.
Very good. And I took a look at it, and you guys actually have a lot of facilities already up there.
Yeah, we have quite a few. We're actually, you know, right now we're getting about 30 hits per day on the website.
Wow, that's great.
Yeah, and we need to improve the way we look at that traffic. You know, we're all hooked up with Google Analytics and stuff like that. JP has set that up for us. But we do need to improve how we're looking at that data and figure out what people are doing and where they're going with it. But I think at this point in time, we're higher on the demand side, and we're needing more care homes and more facilities to upload their vacancies to the site.
I see. There's more demand than there are facilities.
Yep.
Wow. Is there anybody else doing this? Like what Care Quarters is doing?
Well, okay, so in Hawaii, I would say the current process is, at least for care homes, if you go to the Department of Health website, there's a vacancy list, and it lists about 500 care homes.
Wow.
It's in spreadsheet format,
And then you just go down the list?
Yeah, you go down the list. Now, it is sorted by neighborhood, so that's helpful. So you can at least kind of start in a certain place and call. But, the problems with it are the list is infrequently updated.
So people could shut down.
Yeah, there's really no guarantee as to the freshness of the data that's on it. I mean, they do update it. Any facility can call them and say, hey, I have a vacancy. But what you don't typically see is any vacancies getting removed. Every home wants to be shown with at least one vacancy.
I see. So they'll just...
Right, yeah.
Huh.
So it doesn't really end up helping the person who's searching. But what we've done is we've actually made it so the facilities can update those vacancies themselves on the website. And actually, they can call us or fax us or email me, and I'll put it on myself at this point in time because we're just getting it going. But they can update it themselves so the data is fresh. We record the date that they updated it, and then when they get search results, we sort it in putting the freshest data first. So it basically provides an incentive for each care home to keep updating, right?
I see. And then,
because otherwise they're going to fall down to the bottom of the list, the bottom of search results. Exactly. Yeah, it's kind of like a Craigslist model.
Ah, interesting. And so JP is your tech person?
He's my man. Yep.
How did you guys meet? Because he's in LA and you're here. How did you get together?
You want to take that one, JP?
Sure. Yeah, we met, I think it was 8th grade. We we both lived in a really small town in Vermont, and we started playing music together, and we've been playing in bands on and off since then, and just had a really good friendship for 25 plus years.
That's great. And then you went into software development, or?
Yeah, I went to school for computer science, and I've been doing web development since '99. So.
Wow, and how is it working remotely? How do you like? Is this something you do full time for Care Quarters?
Yeah, no, not for Care Quarters. I do have a full-time web development job, and then I do this in my spare time.
Wow.
And hopefully, as things take off, the transition.
Definitely. Was there ever a time when you wished that you were here, or when remote didn't work for you?
Yeah, I mean, we're lucky that in this type of field, it's not that difficult to work remotely, but as far as communication goes, it's always easier in person. I'll probably be making a trip out there soon, just to kind of get together with Rory and hopefully move things a little quicker and have our communication go a little bit quicker.
So it's more just communicating. It's easier face to face.
Yeah. In general, it's been pretty good, but there have been a few times here and there where we hit some hiccups because of just a little more difficult to coordinate.
The time difference and things like that.
That's true. Thankfully, you're on the West Coast, so it's not too bad.
Sure.
What has been the biggest challenge with starting Care Quarters?
You want me to answer this one?
Yeah, why don't you go for it?
Okay, cool. Well, we're so new that I think our most immediate challenge is just getting our name out there and our brand and having it be a recognizable brand and a trusted brand. So, we're trying to ramp up some of our marketing efforts for that. Rory's been doing a lot of demos and going to meetings with people that we think would be most benefited with our service. So that kind of thing really helps. Obviously, it takes a lot of effort and it's time consuming, so it's pretty challenging in that sense.
That is, so finding customers. Or
Yeah.
I guess you have to market to both,
You
right?
do,
The
yep.
facilities and...
Actually, if I can take over for a second, JP. Yeah, kind of one of the tricky parts is that we're marketing to the supply side and the demand side. And
So both of them have to know who you are.
they have to know who we are, and it's not as simple as selling widgets. You know, if we were selling widgets, we could go to guy number one, right, and sell him a widget. He's happy. Okay, good. We move on to the next person, sell them. But we're trying to build a marketplace that's really, the value of the marketplace is based on the data that's there. And so we're trying to feed the data, and we're trying to feed the people who are searching for that at the same time. So it's a little bit tricky because, you know, if we only have a couple vacancies, then who's going to go to our site? You know. So
Wow.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, the more people using it, the better
more
value
valuable.
they're going to get from it.
Definitely.
So until we reach that critical mass where people, you know, with good certainty know that we have the most up-to-date data, you know, until we reach that point, then we're going to have to be trying to constantly get people on our system. And also, you know, relating to that, another challenge is just making our services like as user-friendly and intuitive as possible, because if it's a pain to use or in any way, they're not going to want to update the data. And especially if, you know, the care home industry is not necessarily the most technically savvy place, you know, we have to make sure that we cater to that, and we don't assume that they know things that other tech, you know,
tech
sites
companies,
may.
yeah. Wow.
So that's a challenge as well.
That is a challenge.
yeah.
Do you find that, I mean, so can you get either of your customers to market for you? Like, so do the facilities, would they promote care quarters for you? Or can you get customers to tell facilities, you should get on care quarters? Or
Yeah,
you know,
I think so. I mean, you know, it's just recently that we've really started kind of pushing, spreading the word. We've mostly been, up to this point, focusing on the technology side
getting
of it.
people into it.
Yeah. So now we're starting to push, and I guess we gotta go to a commercial.
Sure, let's take a quick break. This is High Growth with HTDC, and I'm your host, Cindi Matsuki. And today we're speaking with Rory Loughran and JP Candelier, the co-founders of Care Quarters, an amazing new startup. And so we'll be right back. Thanks.
Hi, I'm Chris Leatham, and I'd like to invite you to come and watch my show every Wednesday at 3. I'm interested in a variety of issues that have to do with politics and our local business economy. And I'd like to bring on guests who like to talk about everything from technology to social media to what we can be doing to improve our environment. And so I'd like to invite you every Wednesday at 3 to stay and watch my show here with ThinkTech Hawaii. And I'll see you there.
Aloha, how you doing? I'm Gordo the Tech Czar, here on ThinkTech Hawaii, where we co-host Hibachi Talk, where we talk about technology and bring in all kinds of cool guests. Also, my co-host with me today is
Andrew the security guy. Thanks for watching. Thanks for watching ThinkTech Hawaii, and thanks for watching Hibachi Talk. We also have Angus.
Hello there, lad. It's Angus. I bring in all kinds of wee things. Oh, look, you can see my lips moving.
Okay, I need to do the puppet thing. This is High Growth with HTDC, and I'm your host, Cindi Matsuki. And I'm going to jump into some events that are coming up this month. Lots going on. This Saturday and Sunday, August 15th and 16th, the Pacific Aviation Museum, Pearl Harbor's popular remote control biggest little air show in Hawaii, is back for its 7th year. You'll be able to drive onto Ford Island, which is pretty cool in itself, for this event, or take the free shuttle from the Pearl Harbor Visitor Center. There'll be music, food, drinks, retail, and entertainment booths and exhibits, keiki rides and activities, and lots of airplanes. So if you like airplanes, that's going to be the place to be this weekend. Tuesday, August 18th, 5 to 7:30 at the Blue Startups headquarters. It's going to be their first ever Founders Mixer. Get inspired by their two keynote speakers, Jeremiah Grossman, founder of White Hat Security, and Joyce Chung, managing director at Garage Technology Ventures. Perfect opportunity for anyone looking to find co-founders or to make new connections. Pitch your idea, startup, or skill, and network with Hawaii's entrepreneurial community. So that one's coming up August 18th. Friday, August 21st through Sunday, August 23rd is the Made in Hawaii Festival at the Neil Blaisdell Center. That is a super fun event. Sponsored by the First Hawaiian Bank, the Made in Hawaii Festival is a 3-day showcase of all Made in Hawaii products, including food, books, art, gifts, fashion, plants, crafts, produce, and more. Plus, they have cooking demonstrations and entertainment. A lot of great band's going to be there too. So check that out. Friday, August 21st through Sunday, August 23rd, the Made in Hawaii Festival. Wednesday, August 26th will be Wetware Wednesday. Yay! It's going to be Hardware Wednesday. This is our software developer networking event with a twist. This event will be brought to us by the University of Hawaii College of Engineering and the Chamber of Commerce of Hawaii. We'll be teaming up with their light manufacturing group to hear about the latest in light industrial manufacturing in Hawaii. That's going to be Wednesday, August 26th at the Holo Holo Bar and Grill. And the food is good there. So I hope you can make it. I wanted to let you know that HTDC offers sponsorship opportunities for events that align with our mission of growing the tech and entrepreneurship ecosystem. If you're putting together an event that builds upon innovation, startups, tech, and more, please visit our site at htdc.org for sponsorship information and applications. Don't forget, if you need some small business legal advice, every other Wednesday, HTDC offers free legal guidance in partnership with the Business Law Corps. You can sign up for a 30-minute appointment at the Manoa Innovation Center. Please visit htdc.org/legal to sign up. And lastly, calling all SBIR Phase 1, 2, and 3 winners. HTDC offers matching funds for up to 50% of your SBIR award. If that's you, please contact us at sbir@htdc.org. Whew, that's a lot of stuff going on. So we're back with our guests today, Rory Loughran and JP Candelier, co-founders of Care Quarters, which is, it sounds like a much needed service. So I wanted to ask both of you, maybe, I don't know if this applies to you, but building your business in Hawaii, is there a bigger benefit or a hindrance, or can you name both?
I think there's a benefit here right now in Hawaii, especially with this market.
With your
you know.
industry.
Yeah, senior care in Hawaii is such a big, hot topic here, and there's such a high need that I think it's a great place to start this business. It definitely can be applicable in any place, but we're kind of also being an island and separate. It's almost like we're cut off, and we get to have this little test bed. And,
That's true.
You know, to
That's
see how
true.
something works. So.
And I'm sure it's a pretty close-knit community, so
It is, yeah.
you can get some good feedback. And what about any hindrances or any cons to starting your business here?
Not that I can think of.
Great. That's good. That's good news. So you said your family business is in the senior care market.
Yes. Yeah.
Where do you see this industry going, and how has it changed, like, since you've been involved in it?
Well, our business in particular grew quite a bit. You know, in the past 7 years when I was involved, we more than doubled in size. A lot of other companies are also growing a lot.
Wow.
You know, with the baby boomers coming of age, and the need is just anticipated to skyrocket in the coming years. You know, I don't know if you've heard about what they're calling the silver tsunami.
Hadn't heard that one.
Yeah, I've seen that one in the headlines.
Silver tsunami. Ooh.
Just referring to all the seniors that are going to be needing care.
There's
you
going to
know,
be a
coming down the line.
bunch of them. So the baby boomers are kind of hitting the senior age.
Right, yeah.
Wow.
And along with that comes a lot more of more technologically savvy. You know, the boomers want to be more in control of what they're doing. You know, we have in the industry, there's plenty of like agencies out there that help with placement. They don't have the technology that like I have, but the way that we're actually set up right now is businesses like that could use our technology. Because it's not my goal to be, you know, to talk with each person one-on-one to help them find placement. We're more on the technology side. So we're trying to just provide the platform that people need to make those matches. And there's really so much value still in those placement services. But you get the baby boomers who they want to be in charge of, kind of in control of every little aspect and things.
So you
like
see this
that.
as something that they can do themselves.
Yes,
I see.
exactly.
I had a question on the tip of my tongue. Let me ask JP. I was gonna. You're in LA, but how have you seen technology help the senior care market?
Well, you know, to be honest, I haven't had much experience with the senior care market, but, you know, I've been doing, as I said, I've been doing this since '99, so the technology that's happened since then and the way it's benefited our lives in most ways is incredible. So, like, just the number of apps and websites to help facilitate different groups, bring different groups together that would have had a hard time, you know, connecting in the past. Like, this is a perfect example of a need that has been, you know, done in a less efficient way, and now this type of technology is just hopefully gonna speed things up, make everybody happier on both ends. So yeah, I mean, it seems like a win-win situation to me.
Definitely. I think the technology seems to have gotten much more accessible to the general public. You know, it's
Yeah.
not just for techies.
Yeah.
Like
True.
with the iPhone.
Right,
Like
Exactly.
a lot of older people have iPhones. It's not.
right.
It's not.
Yeah, I mean, one of our things that we're looking into is, you know, like an iPhone app for the care facilities, where, you know, you have a list of all your beds in your facility, and you can basically just touch one to make it vacant or not vacant.
Nice. That
And,
would be excellent.
That would automatically update the website.
That would be good. And then, but you're still putting it in the hands of the facility to maintain. So
Well-
to take down and put up beds and.
Yes and no. At this stage, I mean, I think that's the ultimate, you know, that's the direction that we want to go with it. But at this point in time, I'm more than willing to just, you know, they can call me, they can fax to me. We just need to get it up and running and get more data going, so.
So,
Yeah, and-
oh,
sorry.
go ahead.
I was just going to say, I know Rory has definitely given one-on-one demos and actually sat with the person with our site and walked them through it too. So, I mean,
Yes.
anybody's welcome to contact us and get a, you know, a demo and yeah, basically.
That's
Yeah,
good. And
I've told people, you know, hey, I'll drive out to your house.
Wow.
You know, we'll figure it out.
Yeah, and it's a
um,
very basic site. I mean, there's just a few questions on it, and then you just
Right.
hit search.
Yeah,
Yeah,
and so
it
that,
seems-
you know, with the few questions, what we envision is having a basic search and then an advanced search.
If you
And-
need more specific.
Yeah, you know, because people, there's all kinds of different advanced searches that people are looking for. Someone might be looking for, say, a care facility that speaks Japanese, for
Wow.
example. You know,
Yeah, I guess
they're in
so.
Hawaii, but they want a caregiver that speaks Japanese. Another big thing is couples search. We get a lot of people couples that are searching for a care home. They want to
They want to go
admit
together.
Yeah,
Ah, interesting.
but it's pretty rare that you have, I mean, at least in certain markets, like in Manoa, it's rare that you're going to have a care home that has two
Two beds.
openings at the same
Or
time.
a male and a female.
Right. Yeah.
Wow,
So,
interesting. I didn't think about that kind of stuff. So the big question, is this a free service? Or how are you guys going to make money?
yeah. We've been looking at all different kinds of business models. We are going to try to keep it free for the homes.
Great.
The search will always be free. So we're looking, and so the search page, I guess we haven't shown it or anything, but the search page is it's kind of like going to Travelocity.com. So, you know, you go to the main page, and you're presented with the search options. You can fill it out, and you can hit search, and the data is there. You know, we give you the results, and you can contact the homes. But so that's free and always will be.
That's great.
And we're going to do our best to keep it free for the facilities as well. But we'll just have to see how that pans out, because, you know, we will incur expenses, and we do have to make
Yeah.
money. So,
Yeah.
you know, we're looking at advertising. We're looking at the data itself is of value. You know, just knowing what people are searching on, the areas they're searching in. So those are some of the ways that we're looking at.
And you had mentioned that potentially the people that do more of the hands-on care finding for people, they could potentially just use your service.
Yes, yep.
But that would be free for them to use, I guess.
At this point in time, that is completely free for them to use. And I don't see it changing
Okay.
right now. You know, we're looking at other things, like we will be providing photos and pictures in the future. So it's possible we could charge for something like that.
I see, for the
Yeah.
facility to be able to
Yeah.
post pictures.
Right.
Yeah, we'd probably have like the
That's great.
basic level of service would be free, and then have some premium, you know, things to offer that if they want to, then maybe we'd charge them a small fee for that.
That's a good idea. That makes sense. I mean, we want you to stay in business.
Yeah, yeah. Well, you can't give away everything for free.
Exactly. It's a business, right?
Yep.
So, right now you're focused on Hawaii. Like, are the plans to take it nationwide, to scale up and?
Yeah. But not until we have Hawaii solidly under our belt. You know, we're not jumping anytime soon to go to the mainland, but we are, once we have Hawaii solidly under our belt, we're looking at the Asian markets.
Oh,
We're
we have your
looking at
search page.
Japan. Oh yeah, there it is.
Super simple.
We're also looking at mainland US.
Japan, it sounds like a huge market.
Yeah, I've heard they have really high need over there.
Yeah, so this is the search page for care quarters. It's very simple. And we are going to take a quick break. This is High Growth with HTDC. I'm your host, Cindi Matsuki, and we will be right back.
Hi, I'm Donna Blanchard. I'm the host of Center Stage here on ThinkTech Hawaii. Center Stage airs every Wednesday at 2 o'clock, and of course you can check out our archives on YouTube or on ThinkTech Hawaii anytime you like. Why should you do that? Because this is an arts show that I believe is making a difference in lives. We talk with artists of various ilk. We talk with painters and writers, playwrights, novelists, poets, sculptors, dancers, you name it, directors, actors, of course. And we don't only talk about what people do, but we talk about how they do it. And my favorite part of the conversation, we talk about why they do it. And it's really common on this show to hear people say, wow, I didn't think about it that way. And it's very common to hear people afterwards who have seen the show say the same thing. And I hear all the time that people are inspired by the conversations that we have. So why don't you join us and be inspired too? That's Center Stage on Wednesdays at 2 o'clock. We'll see you center stage.
Hi, welcome back to High Growth with HTDC. I'm your host, Cindi Matsuki. We are on ThinkTech Hawaii, and my guests today are Rory Loughran and JP Candelier, co-founders of Care Quarters. We were just talking about how, I guess the bigger goal, once you have Hawaii locked down, is to actually go global with this, which is great because, I mean, I think everyone is having this issue, and I think it's a big problem for everybody. JP, are you ready to scale? Is the site ready?
Yeah, I mean, we built the site from scratch, from the beginning with the idea of like being able to scale. There's nothing in our platform that wouldn't allow us to scale at a national level.
That's great.
But, we're definitely focused on the Hawaii market, and for now, and, there's plenty of potential users there that would be a great benefit for us to just focus on and get our product really solid.
Where do you see yourselves at, like as far as whatever the 100% build out of the Hawaii market is?
Oh, at this stage, in terms of number of homes that are posting vacancies? Okay, well, let me say this first, before I answer that question. What we've done partly is, okay, so if you go to the Department of Health website, there's 500 care homes. They say there's 1,100 foster homes, adult foster care homes in Hawaii, but on their website there's only around 400 listed. So I don't know what the disparity is there, but then there's 50 nursing homes.
Wow.
So all of them are already on Care Quarters.
Wow.
Okay?
Okay.
They're on
That's
it,
great.
meaning they're listed. If you do a search, they will show up on the map. Now, whether they're posting their vacancies or not is a different thing.
I see.
And, a lot of the skilled nursing facilities, a lot of them would probably be less likely to use the tool in terms of posting vacancies because they have such high turnover. They're already in, working directly. I mean, they are certainly welcome to use the tool, and if it helps bridge that connection that they have with the discharge planners at the hospital, then all the better. But anyway, so we already have
Well,
all
so
the care
everybody's in
homes,
there.
all the nursing homes, and all the foster homes are already on the site
Okay.
with at least a basic level of search. So I can't tell you if there's a vacancy or not,
I see.
but we know that the foster homes are the ones that accept Medicaid.
Oh, so you can still get some search.
Yeah, you can
criteria
get
in
some
there.
search. And I understand there are some care homes that accept Medicaid too, and we're working on finding them and getting their data updated as well.
Wow, that's great. So it's a matter of reaching out to all these facilities and
Yeah.
what does it take on their side to actually adopt Care Quarters?
It just takes contact, and it takes continual involvement by myself at this point in time, in terms of just kind of helping people with it. And there are certain markets out there, there are certain areas in Hawaii where the care homes, they have more vacancies, and they want to fill those vacancies. And so they are more likely to just, work with me and give me their vacancies and get posted.
I can see how the service is, it's almost like eBay where you need to hit a critical mass before you start getting more eyeballs on it.
Yeah.
And then other people will say, oh, this is where I need to put my stuff because everybody's going here.
Right.
So that's probably the big hurdle, is to get to that point.
Yes, it is, hitting that critical mass. And the fact that we have all those homes already listed makes the site already valuable to like discharge planners or anyone who's using that list on the Department of Health
I'm
site,
sure it's
website right now,
10 times better than
they can
that.
stop using that and they can go to my website. No offense to Department of Health, they've done a good job and as much as they can. But, the other thing I want to mention is there was a bill introduced by the care homes that they wanted the Department of
Oh.
Health to build a website like Care Quarters. And
That is interesting.
that was happening at the same time that we were building this, and I didn't know about it. And then I found out about it afterwards. And I think the bill never passed, but I think the state's response was, this would better be served by private industry.
Well, there you go.
And here I am.
That is amazing. How timely.
Yeah, it
That
just
is-
happened to work out well. So.
That is great. So what's the next step for Care Quarters?
Well,
JP, any thoughts?
I mean, we addressed some of them here. I mean, getting that critical mass is really important. Also, because we're in a beta phase, we're really looking for not just people to just start using the site as it is, but we really want feedback as well. So I know some people really enjoy being part of the process of making something better. So we're looking especially for users who will give us that feedback, say, hey, we don't like this, we really could use this. And that really helps steer us in the right direction for what they need. So that would be, my ideal kind of user.
So
on
you
our
still
site.
have plans to keep building out the site and the search
We have
page?
a lot of ideas. We have tons of ideas for potential features that we could add. But of course, we don't want to build anything unless we validate that people actually want it. And,
Smart.
it could be they want something completely different than what we think they want. And if that's the case, we pivot and we follow what they need. But we need that feedback. So.
yeah, and along those same lines, on the site itself, in the lower right-hand corner, there is a help button. And if you push that button, you can email us about anything.
Any ideas or any feedback?
Yeah, exactly.
Great. You guys should give Zippy's gift cards. All the people that I know that are kind of in that age range, that is the place to go.
Right.
You want some feedback?
Hadn't thought of that
That's
one. That's a good idea.
That's my tip to you. Good, and so you're just gonna keep plugging away to get people updating?
Yep. We'll just keep plugging away, and there's been a lot that I've had to do that hasn't been to do with getting people on it, and now I'm just hitting this phase where it's like now
that's all
we
you have
really,
to do.
that's the main thing we need to focus on. And since I've just recently entered into that, I've found that there's really not too much resistance toward it. It's being received really well.
That's great.
And
I mean, if they were asking from the state, then
yeah,
it must be.
Yeah, exactly. And I spoke with discharge planners at the hospital too, and they were like, "Oh wow, this is great." And they've asked for they want to know, they want us to add in a feature about isolation rooms because they say they always have trouble finding an isolation room.
That's interesting.
So little things like that.
Okay. Are you guys looking for funding? Just throwing it out there?
Not at this point, but
Not yet.
we're always open to.
People throwing money at you?
Yeah, it's never hurts.
That's always good. And where can we find more information about Care Quarters?
So you probably, I guess, go to carequarters.com. Go to our website, carequarters.com. We have an email list if you want any information up on the top. Click on the email list and sign up. And then you'll be included on any news updates that we send out.
Oh, that's great. I need to sign up?
Yeah.
I believe we have a Facebook page as well.
Right.
Oh, what is your Facebook?
If you search for Care Quarters, will probably come up first. I'm
Care
not
quarters?
sure the exact URL yet, but yeah.
Okay,
Right.
excellent, very good. I think this is gonna be super valuable, or it already is. I mean,
It
if a
already
lot
is.
of people are hitting your site already,
Yeah, we're getting 30 hits a day, so.
that is really good.
That's average, and we've had days of 80 or more hits, so.
Wow, that's really good. So that, I think this is great. It's gonna fill a big need. Thank you so much for being here with me today,
Thank you.
Thank
JP
you for
and
having
Rory.
us.
It's very good to talk to you guys. I'm excited for your company. And thank you, everybody out there who's watching. This has been, oh,
Can I say one more thing?
sure,
September 4th, I will be presenting at the Kapuna Caucus
Kapuna Caucus,
about care quarters.
September 4th.
Yep.
Where is that?
At the Capitol, at the legislature building,
Okay,
on the 3rd floor. I think it's room 329, but don't quote me.
Kapuna Caucus. Okay.
Kapuna Caucus, run by Susie Chun Oakland.
Oh, very
a
good.
state senator.
Very good. Oh, that'll be great. September 4th, check it out. Rory will be presenting care quarters to the ledge. So thank you. Thank you, everybody, for being here today. And this has been High Growth with HTDC on ThinkTech Hawaii, and we will see you next time. Aloha.